Hi friends, I don't know if you're here or not. So if you are here, just let me know. You can say hi, you can wave hello, but I would love to see and interact with your faces. I'm really excited. I've never done this before. So here we go together. I don't see anybody. April. Hello, April and Mason. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. The sun is shining a little bit, giving us a break from the rain, although we needed it. And we'll see if anybody else joins us. Since it's 8:30 just now, we will get started in a little bit. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Did you have a hard time staying indoors? I think we did a little bit. Can you hear me? April, if you could just give me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. So I know. Yes, no, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all right. We are going to get started because I am, oh, hi Nolan. I'm glad you can see me. That's exciting. All the way from Washington. Before I read a story with people, oh, hello, Roadie boys. I hope you're having a good time. Oh, CJ and Davis, you're here too. And hello, Dean and Autumn and Zen. I don't want to, I don't know why I stay on this page. I don't want to end any of this. This is so fun. And you can hear me. Hooray. Okay, perfect. Hello, Micah, all the way from Sacramento area. Good to see you too. Okay, so we are gonna get started. Now that I have friends here, hooray! Hello, Richie and Nora from around the corner. And then also Diaz family, good to see you here too. And it looks like we have Austin and Michaela joining us from North Bay. Good to hear you. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I'm super excited. And when I get excited, I feel like my heart just is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I need to calm myself down a little bit. Hello, No family. Hi, Sammy and Will. Good to see you. Hello, Grandma. I see you too. Happy that you could be here with us. Okay, so before we get ready to read our stories, let's get some oxygen flowing in our bodies. Everybody with me, hands go up. Inhale, stretch, reach to the sky. Wiggle those fingers. Exhale and bring it down. Let's do it again. Okay, everybody reach up. Inhale, nice big stretch. Calm your mind, roll your shoulders. Exhale down. Maybe you're going to tilt your head from side to side. Oh, my neck just cracked. I hope you didn't hear that part. Okay, roll those shoulders back. Let's get another inhale in and exhale. Hello, Connor and Peyton. Glad you could be here with us too. Okay. I feel a little bit more relaxed and ready to listen to today's story. Today's story is one of my favorites, partly because I was Rosie a couple years ago for Halloween. And so we'll begin with Rosie Revere Engineer. This story was written by Andrea Beatty and illustrated by David Roberts. Get cozy. Okay, here we go. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Do you see Rosie digging through the trash? Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. Look at all those things that she collected. Amazing. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She had worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. The uncle she loved most was zookeeper Fred. She had made him a hat to keep snakes off his head. From parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud. But Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, to all of the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. Oh, I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat back on the shelf, and after that day, kept her dreams to herself. How do you think Rosie is feeling right now? Not so good. And that's how it went until one autumn day. Her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of things she had done and the goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to old lady dreams. Do you see her great Aunt Rose? With the red little handkerchief on her head. That night, as Rosie laid wide-eyed in her bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, "No, not I." Hello, Fred. Hello, Ethan and AJ. Welcome. But questions are tricky and sometimes hold tight. And this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. Ooh, Rosie thinking in bed. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Hello, Blaze. Good to hear you. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The helio-cheesio copper sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Uh-oh. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, to all of the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer. Hello, Miles and Michaela. Thanks for being here. She turned round to leave, but then Great Aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next. Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. I failed, said dear Rosie. It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed. Yes, said her great aunt. It crashed. This is true. But first, it did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. Oh, look at what Rosie's doing. Look at all these notebooks from her, these drawings from her aunt. Super exciting. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. There's her classmates, and there's Rosie cheering everybody on. Awesome. So, I hope you liked the story of Rosie Revere. There's actually a Rosie the Riveter Museum not too far from us in Richmond, California. And when all this dies down, I would like to go someday. I think it would be really cool to see the real Rosie Revere's, where they worked and the wonderful job they did for our country. Now today's activity, we are going to go be Rosies today. And I'm going to show you how. Back when I was teaching over at Convent Elementary, we had this wonderful space called Spark Studio, where it was a maker space. We got a bunch of items that we're going to give new life to. Some might just go in the trash or recycling, but today you can reuse them. So let me show you what I mean. I gathered a bunch of household items for my own maker space today. I have a big Costco box. I'm pretty sure lots of you have those somewhere, especially around now. And in it, let me see, I don't know if you can see this. It's filled with a bunch of craft supplies. Things like an old paper towel holder or paper. There's a shoebox in here, yarn, pipe cleaners, tape. There's glue, scissors, all sorts of things where you can build. Today, you get to be Rosie Revere and build. Now, if you're Irish or just Irish at heart, there's a special day tomorrow. Anybody know what it is? It's St. Patrick's Day. And something that my kids and I used to do a lot, and I don't know, for some reason, we got a little busy, we would make leprechaun traps. So your activity today is you can make a leprechaun trap and decorate it. Now think about, what might a leprechaun want? Maybe something shiny, maybe something gold. You get to have fun and design whatever you like. Now for the parents out there, this is school. This is using executive functioning and planning and creating, figuring out what to put where. This is school. It's also working on things like fine motor coordination with scissors. So even though it looks like play, they're actually learning. So fun. Now, if your family does not care to make a leprechaun trap, that's okay. You don't have to. It's not school. You can do whatever you want. But I saw something and I thought it might be interesting for maybe some of the older kids or younger kids, if you want to give it a try. You take 20 pieces of just regular old paper and some masking tape, and you get to create the tallest tower that you can. Now, because we are a community, even though we are far, far apart. Hello, Navarro girls, good to see you. Oh, I miss you guys. I still want to see your beautiful faces. So after you create something wonderful, I want you to post it. If you could post it in the comments, just a picture, you'll get a gold star from me. Or a video to show your progress. Again, I will give you a gold star. Because if we can do a little bit, here and a little bit there, we'll see how wonderful and wide our big community actually is. So, leprechaun trap. We're using 20 pieces of paper and tape. Let's see how high you can build. Parents, if you want to join in, love to. I would love to see your smiling faces also. That would be great. That's what I have for today. And before I leave, I just wanted to let you guys know two things. One is that we are not alone. We are in this together. And that if you ever feel alone or lonely, please reach out. We are all here for you. And the second thing is, wash your hands, folks. You can be the hero in this story and make sure that you do your part to help us stay safe and to stay healthy. All right, that's all I have for you today. Have a good one. Bye. Now I don't know how to turn this off. We'll figure that out too.
Most beautiful watch.